Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, good morning. Good morning. Harsh, let me know. Is it visible or
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
thank you. Okay, so yesterday we have started with the numerical solution to the system of linear equation, right? In which we have seen the Gauss-Jacobi method, for which the convergence condition has to be satisfied, means the leading diagonal elements has to be dominant with respect to their respective rows entries, right? That we have seen, and after that we have to express this variables in terms of the other coefficients and variables, and then by default consideration as initial approximation origin, if it is not specified, one by one iterations will be considered, and then finally you will arrive at the solution, approximate solution to that system, right? So today we are going to see the Gauss-Seidel method, right, which will be the more generalized version of this one, I can say, Gauss-Jacobi method, because if you see, yesterday we have taken up two examples in which we have to go up to fifth iteration. So in fifth iteration we are about to reach to the solution of the system. So in the Gauss-Seidel method we can see that it will be little bit faster convergence than the previous method, right? So before moving ahead to the example of this one, let me show you the working rule, right? There is a slight difference between these two methods is when we consider the iteration, right? So yesterday in the Gauss-Seidel method, we have represented x, y, z in terms of other variables, right? Means if it is x, then it is represented by in terms of y and z. If it is y, then it will be represented in terms of x and z, right? And z will be represented in terms of x and y. And simultaneously we consider this entire system in the one iteration. Iteration वन करते थे अगर, तो क्या करते थे, the initial approximation we have considered suppose x0, y0 and z0. So we will substitute in these three equations the value x0, y0, z0 simultaneously, right? In this Gauss-Seidel method, what will do? If you start with the approximate solution of x variable, that is x1, and if its expression is in terms of y and z, then what will do? Now we are not going to consider all these three equations simultaneously in the iteration 1, but we will consider, suppose I say this is iteration 1. So first substitute y and z with the initial approximation in the expression x1. Then you will get the first approximation of x. After that, while considering y1, in the previous case, you substitute here y1 as the x value and z value as x0 and y0, right? But in this case, what will do? You will have the expression in terms of x and z from this one, from star I can say. तो उस केस में जो न्यूली अप्रोक्सीमेशन यू हैव फाउंड इन द प्रीवियस स्टेप, नॉट इन द प्रीवियस इटरेशन, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द प्रीवियस स्टेप, तो इन दैट केस इट विल बी x1 or z, the last evaluated value is z0, right? फिर when you consider approximation of z1, at that time you have already evaluated y1 as well as x1. So in that case, the newly evaluated value will be substituted in star. That means it will be in terms of x1 and y1. Similarly, when you consider the iteration 2, second iteration, at that time when you compute new approximation x2, then you have to substitute which value, y and z, but newly approximated, right? Newly approximated means in this case you have considered y1 as well as in the previous step you have considered the z1, but when you compute y2, at that time it will be the representation in terms of x variable and z variable. For x variable we have newly computed value is second approximation. That means we have to substitute x2 instead of x, and the last approximated value of z is z1. So that you have to consider. While considering z2, it will be in terms of x2 and y2. Likewise, you have to go. Means if you compare these two methods in Gauss-Jacobi method, we consider iteration 1. Suppose at that time in all these three equations we substitute x0, y0 and z0 whenever x, y, z appear. Whereas in this case, every time in each equation, you have to consider the previously evaluated value, not the initial approximation will not be stick to the that particular iteration, right? कि ऐसा नहीं है कि initial approximation जो लिया वही का वही पूरा का पूरा स्टार के लिए चला जाएगा. जब भी आप न्यू इटरेशंस फाइंड आउट करते हो तो प्रीवियस वेरिएबल की जो भी वैल्यू मिली है दैट यू हैव टू सब्स्टिट्यूट, and then likewise you can go ahead so that now you can understand कि यहाँ पर जो substitution करते थे वो iteration में होता था, and now it is equation wise substitution you are considering. So therefore this method has faster convergence than the Gauss-Jacobi method, right? और फिर rest of the rules are same. Means जब दो approximations nearly equal हो जाएंगे, at that time you have to stop. Of course, the convergence condition also to be satisfied, means they have the principal diagonal element has to be dominant with respect to their respected rows entries, right? So if you see the working rule of this one, then here it is. Yeah, here. Gauss-Seidel method. So first of all, you have to arrange the equation in such a manner that leading diagonal elements are large in magnitude in their respected rows, and it has to satisfy this condition. Then only Gauss-Seidel method is also applicable. Means in each case, that is either in Gauss-Jacobi or in Gauss-Seidel, for both of this convergence condition will remain same. Okay. And numerical solution will be exist only if this convergence condition is satisfied, otherwise you can't solve. Express the variable having large coefficient in terms of other variables. Means as I have explained, जो star equation दिया था, that is what the step is. Start iteration 1. यहाँ पर iteration 1 की बात कर रहे हैं. Put y is equal to y0, z is equal to z0 in the equation of x. Means यहाँ पर हम पूरे system की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं. In the previous case, it was for the entire system. But here we are talking about the substitution in just equation of x to obtain x1. Means इस case में iteration 1 में आपको x1 मिल गया. Put x is equal to x1 and z is equal to z0 in the equation of y and obtain y1. तो जब दूसरा इक्वेशन y इवेल्युएट करोगे तो x is equal to x1 रखोगे, z is equal to z0 रखोगे, and when you consider the evaluation of z1 तो उस टाइप पे आपके पास ये दोनों previously evaluated value already होगी. तो at that time z1 will be expressed in terms of newly iterated value, that is x1 and y1. Similarly, you have to repeat this entire process up to 2 successive approximations are nearly equal. So that is what the method of Gauss-Seidel to solve numerical system to the linear equation. Are these steps clear to everyone? If yes, please raise your hand. हाँ जी, बोलिए विराज.
सपोज के मतलब के हमारा एक इटरेशन चल रहा है और बीच में सपोज इक्वेट हो जाती है y की वैल्यू, तो हम बीच में भी स्टॉप कर सकते हैं या फिर पूरा इटरेशन कंप्लीट?
तो while comparing the values you have to see to each this three of values. x के भी दो इटरेशन सेम होने चाहिए, y के भी दो इटरेशन सेम होने चाहिए, करस्पॉन्डिंग z के भी.
तो सब कुछ पहले से ही हो गए, ऑलमोस्ट नियर हो, और हम y के इक्वेशन बीच में आए और हो जाए तो फिर हम वहां से स्टॉप कर सकते हैं या नेक्स्ट स्टेप पर?
No, at the time of iteration you have to evaluate all x, y, z ऐसा नहीं है कि दोस्त, if I am not getting your question correctly, let me know. आप ये बोलना चाहते हो कि suppose I have evaluated 2 iterations in which x and z values are nearly equal, and if I go for the third iteration because of the y variable, and in that case suppose I got the value of y also nearer, then I have to find out the value of z or not. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, nahin. At the time of the iteration, when you start the iteration number, whether it is 3, 4 or whatever, in that case you have to evaluate each of the variable value. Is it
Okay.
clear? Yes. So shall we start with the example now? 11 स्टूडेंट्स ने ही रिस्पॉन्ड किया था या कर दिया और हाथ भी नीचे रख दिया, आई डोंट नो, because I was in the question, so I am not able to see to it, but I hope that all of you are clear about this method. If you have a doubt, you can raise your query right now or at the end of the lecture. Okay, yeah, so let me start with the example, this one. Solve the following system of equations in which now we are given coefficient as we are allowing them to be fractional or real entry also we can consider. So the first one is 3x minus 0.1y minus 0.2z is equal to 7.85, 0.1x plus 7y. I am just verifying these entries. 0.3x minus 0.2y plus 10z is equal to 71.4. Okay, so let us start with this one. Solve the following systems of linear equations. The first one we are given 3x minus 0.1y minus 0.2z is equal to 7.585, 0.1x plus 7y minus 0.3z is equal to minus 19.3, and third one is 0.3x minus 0.2y plus 10z is equal to 71.4. So check whether first of all this Gauss-Seidel method is applicable or not.
Yes, ma'am.
If you observe the leading diagonal elements, these three are the leading diagonal element, and you can see 0.1 plus 0.2 will be 0.3. Of course, it is smaller than 3. 0.1 plus 0.3 will be 0.4, smaller than 7, as well as 0.3 plus 0.2, 0.5 is smaller than 10. So all these three conditions are satisfied, right? So I will write here. Observe that of course I can write here negative sign, right, because some of you might get confused that madam has not considered the negative sign. Actually it will not be affected since we are considering the magnitude, right? So therefore I can write Gauss-Seidel method is applicable. So now what is next step? Next step is rewriting these equations, right? So suppose I give this system as 1, so rewriting 1 we have, तो उस केस में what will, you can see that x can be written as, let me use another column. So x can be written as 1 upon 3, 7.85 plus 0.1 y plus 0.2 z. Remember, in the examination as well as wherever you write, you must be clear about 2 and z. कुछ कुछ स्टूडेंट्स का क्या होता है कि 2 और z जब भी साथ में लिखा हुआ होता है डिस्टिंग्विश नहीं कर पाते हैं at that time. So be careful while writing 2 and z. So if you have this kind of problem, then you can write this line to the letter z, right? Okay, so and then y can be represented as 1 upon 7 minus 19.3 minus 0.1x plus 0.3z, and z can be as 1 upon 10, 71.4 minus 0.3x plus 0.2y. एंट्रीज एक बार लिखने, जब भी आप ये रीराइटिंग इक्वेशंस लिखते हो एट दैट टाइम यू जस्ट वेरीफाई दिस एंट्रीज वंस अगेन विद द साइंस, because this is the entire thing which you are going to repeat and repeat again in the iterations. Means if any of these entries are incorrect, then your entire sum will be also incorrect. So it is always advisable that you recheck these entries. 1 upon 3, 0.1 will be positive, 0.2 will be positive, yes, 19.3, then minus 0.1x plus 0.3z, 71.4, 10 in the denominator, minus 0.3x plus 0.2y, right? So this is the correct. So now we are going to start with the iteration, right? So iteration 1. So iteration 1 के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? We have to assume the initial approximation. So in that case, assuming x0, y0, z0 is equal to 0, 0, 0 as initial approximation, and substitute it in equation of x. सिस्टम में नहीं रखना है, प्रीवियस में गॉस जैकोबी मेथड के लिए हम उसको 2 में सब्सटीट्यूट करते थे, बट राइट नाउ वी हैव टू जस्ट सब्सटीट्यूट इट इन द इक्वेशन ऑफ x. So new approximation x1 will be what? So it is 1 upon 3, 7.85 plus 0 plus 0. So what is 7.85 upon 3?
2.6167.
Yes, it is correct. तो ये अभी आपको फर्स्ट अप्रोक्सीमेशन मिल गया. Now in the second equation, now we are going to come to the second equation of the system. तो second equation में x और z है, तो x का previous value that is this one, z का previous value that is 0, so that we have to substitute, right? So we can write putting x is equal to x1 and z is equal to z0, which is equal to 0 in the equation of y, we get, तो क्या मिलेगा? That newly approximation and we will denote it with y1, that is equal to 1 upon 7 minus 19.3 minus 0.1x. प्रीवियस केस में हम यहाँ पर 0 ही लिखते थे प्रीवियस मेथड में, बट राइट नाउ वी हैव टू राइट डाउन द न्यू अप्रोक्सीमेटेड वैल्यू दैट इज 2.6167 minus plus 0, 0.3 into 0, so it is 0. So evaluate it and let me know the answer.
Minus 2.7945.
7945, correct. तो अभी नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या होगा बताइए?
In Z1 we have to put value of x1 and y1.
So putting x is equal to x1 and y is equal to y1 in the equation of z, we have, so z is equal, z1 rather, so it is 1 upon 10, 71.4 minus 0.3x, x means 2.6167, y means 0.2 into y, that is minus 2.7945. So tell me what you will get. What you
7.0056.
7.0056, that is correct. आप लोग ब्लॉक कर सकते हो आंसर्स को, so that while finding out the values you can easily find out that what is the previous evaluated value, right? So this is what the x1, y1, z1 you have. So now we are going to consider iteration 2. So in the iteration 2, what we have to do, we have to put y is equal to y1 and z is equal to z1. So put y is equal to y1 and z is equal to z1 in, आप अगर हर बार इक्वेशन ऑफ z y ऐसा नहीं लिखना चाहते हो तो यू कैन गिव दिस एज 1 2 3 सेपरेटली ऑल्सो, so that you can directly write down this answer. So directly you can refer to those equations. So I'm just writing it as small 1, small 2 and small 3, right? So in, now I will just write 1 instead of the entire line equation of x we get. So put y is equal to y1, z is equal to z1 in 1. So what we'll get, x is equal to, now each time we have to refer to those equations, right? So 1 upon 3, previous case की तरह नहीं था वो, तो 7.85 plus what was it, 0.1 into y, so 0.1 into y, y1 is minus 2.7945 and then equation is plus 0.2z, so plus 0.2 z1, so it is 7.0056. What is this answer?
2.9906.
2.9906, correct one. So now we will consider putting, अभी y के expression को evaluate करेंगे. At that time we need to have another two variables as x and z. So putting, let me consider x first. So x is equal to x2 and z is equal to, last evaluated value is z1, so वही लेना पड़ेगा. In 2 we get, तो y2 आएगा, न्यूली approximation, and what it will be, 1 upon 7 minus 19.3 minus 0.1 into x2, that is 2.9906, right? 0.1 and 0.3 z. So plus 0.3 into z1, that is 7.0056. So what is this y2 value?
टू 2.996.
माइनस साइन है,
Minus 2.4996.
yes. Next iteration, putting, अभी z के एक्सप्रेशन को इवेल्युएट कर रहे हैं, so x and y वेरिएबल विल बी देयर इन द इक्वेशन. So x का लास्ट इवेल्युएटेड इटरेशन इज x2 and y is also y2, right? So putting this in 3 we get, तो क्या मिलेगा, z2 का इक्वेशन है 1 upon 10, 71 point minus plus 0.3.2, so it is 1 upon 10, 71.4 minus 0.3 into x2, which is 2.9906 plus 0.2 into y2, that is minus 2.4996.
7.0003.
7.0003, right? That is the correct one. Let us observe the previous evaluated value. X1 is 2.6167, X2 is 2.99. So yet there is a difference. Y2 is minus 2.79, minus 2.49. So there is a difference of 0.3, we can say, and 7.0056, 7.0003. So that difference is negligible, but because of this X and Y variable, we have to go for the third iteration, right? So iteration 3. So iteration 3 के लिए we have to consider putting y is equal to y2 and z is equal to z2 in 1. We get, so newly approximated expression, we will denote it with x3 and it will be 1 upon 3, 7.85 plus 0.1 plus 0.2. So 7.85 plus 0.1 into y2, that is minus 2.4996 plus 0.2 into 7.0003. What it will be?
3.0000.
Yes, 3.0002 it will be. Next, putting, अब क्या सब्स्टिट्यूट करना पड़ेगा? Tell me.
X की जगह
X3 and Y Z2.
Yes, x की जगह x3 and z की जगह z2 in 2 we get, तो y3 मिलेगा और y3 आप देखोगे तो it is 1 upon 7 minus 19.3 minus 0.1 plus 0.3. So minus 0.1 x3, that is 3.0002 and 0.3 into z2, that is 7.0003. What is it?
2.49
2 point
minus 2.49.
49 के बाद कौन से डिजिट्स आते हैं?
minus 2.4999.
उसके बाद वाला डिजिट भी 9 है या नहीं है?
8 है.
हाँ जी,
8.
49.
तो ये 50 हो जाएगा ना उस केस में. This one will be 0 plus 1 0 0 and then 5. So round off करोगे तो 2 minus 2.50 हो जाएगा या नहीं?
Yes, ma'am.
Minus 2.5. Actually this one will be there. And finally putting, एक तो z का एक्सप्रेशन है तो x इन्वॉल्व होगा. लास्ट इटरेटेड वैल्यू ऑफ x इज x3 and y iterated value is also y3, so that we have to substitute in 3. We have, so what will have, z3 is equal to 1 upon 10, 71.4 minus 0.3 plus 0.2. Yes, so it is minus 0.3 into last evaluated value, this one, plus 0.2 into y value. Okay, evaluate this.
7.
Exact 7. Let us observe now the iterations. Okay, so here x is 2.99, x2 is 2.99, x3 is 3.00. So we arrive at the desired level of accuracy, we can say they are nearly equal. Minus 2.49996 and it is minus 2.5000. It is also nearer, we can say. And third one is 7.003 Z2 and Z3 is 7.000. So we can say that second iterated value and third iterated values are nearly equal. Therefore, we will stop at this process and at that time we can have the approximate solution, right? So we can write, since second and third iterated values are nearly equal, we stop at this step and approximate solution. इक्वेशन नंबर 1 दिया हुआ है ना हमें सिस्टम को, yes, and solution, approximate solution of 1 is x को approximate अब क्या बोलेंगे 3.002 है तो 3, y approximate value will be minus 2.5 and z value is 7. 3 minus 2.5 and it is 7. So let us see, 3 into 3 6, minus minus plus, when you consider, please check whether these equations are satisfied or not. 1.4. Oh, sorry, this is 9, huh? This has to be 9. 3 into 3 is 9. Satisfied हो रहा है equations?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. So, and you can see that in the third iteration only we have the solution, right? In the previous case we have to go up to fifth iteration, fourth iteration in the example we have seen, whereas in this one you are getting fastest route to the system as compared to the Gauss-Jacobi method, right? Let me give you now one example which you are going to solve. None of the equation will be solved by me in this case. Entire equation will be solved by yourself so that you can have the confidence about this. Right? We have already written solve the following system of linear equations. So here I will write. Fraction वाला नहीं दे रही हूँ, just you will have this one. Okay. Yes, this is what the system. One by one you go to the all steps and let me know the answers so that if they are incorrect then I will stop at that point to you and rest of the things will not be incorrect. So please verify your answers. पहले तो ये बताओ गॉस-जैकोबी मेथड एप्लीकेबल होगा या नहीं होगा?
Ma'am, we have to rearrange it.
Yes, correct. Directly Gauss, sorry, not Gauss-Jacobi, Gauss-Seidel method. Gauss-Seidel method will not be applicable directly to the system. you have to rearrange it because you can see that the larger entries, dominant entries are actually not exactly at the main diagonal. So you have to rearrange it और उसके लिए you will consider this as first one, this as second one and this as third one. So 8, 8, 8 will be there in the main diagonal. ये एग्जाम्पल अच्छा है, आपको एक्सप्रेशंस याद रखने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, रिफर करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी बिकॉज ईच एंड एवरी केस it is 1/8 5 minus other two variable 5 minus other two variables just like that.
X1 0.625.
X1 is, just wait, X1 is 0.625. It is correct.
Y1 is 0.5469.
Then is 0.5469,
69.
correct.
Z1 is 0.4785.
Just a minute. Z1 is,
0.4785.
yes.
X2 is 0.497.
0.49.
7.
फोर्थ डिजिट कहाँ गया? 4 डिजिट आफ्टर डेसिमल पॉइंट.
मैम एक्चुअली 0.4968 है.
68 है ना, तो यू हैव टू राइट इट 68. Let me consider the random call. How many of you are evaluating right now? Please raise your hand. Out of 66, there are only 32 students.
मैम Y2 0.5031.
ये धूमिल के अलावा कोई इवेल्युएट कर ही नहीं रहा है. Or let us wait for some other students to evaluate it and let me know the Y2 value except Drumil.
Yeah, 5.5008.
5008
मैम 5031 आ रहा है.
आ रहा है. Please check.
Ma'am, 5031.
Yes, it is 5031. Viraj, be careful, huh? You have done this kind of mistakes in the exam also. first internal I am talking about. Am I right or wrong, Viraj?
Yes, ma'am.
That's why I'm saying this numerical is actually Dukhabaji subject.
Five
5 only?
0.5000.
Yes, 0.5, correct. 6 to 0.49, there is a difference, 0.5450, it is nearer, 0.475, it is nearer. So from these two iterations, you can see that now in the third iteration, you will be able to get the approximate nearly answers.
Ma'am, X3 0.4996.
4996, correct.
Ma'am, Y3 0.5000.
000, 0001.
Ma'am, 000.
Five. 0.5005.
0005. What, Y3 you are talking about or Z3?
Ma'am, Y3 is 0.5 0005.
0005, तो round off क्या
So,
होगा?
0.5001.
1. That is what? And Z3 will be 0.5, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now you can see that from these two expression, they are nearly equal. Here also they are nearly equal. They are exactly the same, right? So therefore, you can write this statement since second and third iterated values are nearly equal. Therefore, the approximate solution is x is equal to y is equal to z, that is equal to 0.5. तीनों के तीनों केस में अगर 0.5 रखेंगे, 0.5, 0.51 and 0.5, that is 4, so 4 plus 1, 5. For entire system, this solution will be same. All these equations are satisfied. Now tell me, all of you are clear about this Gauss-Seidel and Gauss-Jacobi method or not?
Yes, ma'am.
सिर्फ गॉस जैकोबी में आपको याद रखना है कि आपको इटरेटेड वाइज जाना है, इटरेशन वाइज पूरे सिस्टम को लेकर, whereas here it is breaking, means breaking in which sense? We are not considering the entire system at a time, we are considering the equation wise, we are breaking those steps, and hence we are getting better result with lesser computation. Right? So this is more effective than the Gauss-Jacobi method. Right? I have given you these examples for exercise purpose. You can try both of this method, Gauss-Jacobi and Gauss-Seidel. Here you can see that in the first example, the expression is given, whereas this is the given starting with 110. So in that case, the initial approximation will not be the origin. So it is x0 is 1 you have to consider, y0 is also 1, z0 is 0. Right? You can start with the origin, but in that case you can observe that at that time your number of iterations will be larger, more in number. राइट क्योंकि 000 से स्टार्ट करोगे, फिर आप 110 पे पहुंचोगे, फिर आप एक्चुअली आंसर इज 2 मीन्स 2 के करीब पहुंचोगे, राइट? सो इन दैट केस इटरेशंस विल बी more in number, But here, since it is given 110, so you have to start with the initial approximation and this one. So 110 already hai, and you will arrive at 222 by considering certain iterations. So here are the examples where you can compare Gauss-Jacobi method से कितने iteration होते हैं, Gauss-Seidel method से भी कितने iterations होते हैं, right? So that's all for this section, Gauss-Jacobi and Gauss-Seidel method. Is it clear to everyone ना? किसी को कोई और doubt है इसमें? नहीं है तो you can leave this meeting. Today I am completing this section. The last section I will consider in the next week. Okay, so bye, take care.